Hey, Steve here, cutting small pieces with the miter saw, cutting returns and cutting short pieces even shorter. So let's have a look at that. So a return on trim, for example, is when you return your profile so you have no end grain at a stop somewhere. So we're cutting small little pieces, so I'm going to cut a return for the other end here. So obviously you're going to finish it with a 45. We're going to cut the return for there and there. So first we got to cut the 45. Try to get in the habit of turning your miter saw left or right instead of beveling it. It takes a whole lot less time. Okay, so all that is an outside 45. I just need to cut it really short. And what you want to do is cut it from that point here. There's my saw blade of waste. Okay, so that is the point you want to cut it to. Okay, now what you want to do is line the saw up to that mark and cut it almost all the way through, but not quite. And if we cut it all the way through, no, it didn't cut it all quite far enough there. There, almost all the way through, and you just break that off, and then that will give you the perfect return, like so. All right, now if you have a piece like this, a piece like this, and you want to cut it, let's say 1/8 of an inch shorter, and you put that into the miter saw. Okay, there is nothing holding that piece into place. Okay, it doesn't want to sit flat, it wants to turn in. The throat on that saw is too big, so always throw in a filler. And even if this is wobbly, then you can also throw in something to lay it on top of another piece of scrap. So I will do that as well. Okay, something like that. Now that piece is sitting flat, it can't go anywhere. My filler piece is spanned across both fences, and now I can cut that piece without it wiggling and kicking out. Okay, and we don't lose our fingers or our piece of wood.